Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders.
Gay to kick off for Washington.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Ready,
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit. 65, 68, cut 19, cut 19. Ready.
Straight to the air they go. Has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Rolling into enemy territory. Now he's past the 25. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. They go to Barkley again. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. Looks like about 6, so we've got 2nd and 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He's got it. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Quick pass, right side, complete. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Track 70, Timberwolves.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Trap 50, trap 50.
At the 24-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. And the deep ball falls incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. he's going to work it to the 20. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Daniels throwing on third. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a fourth down decision.
I'm not sure if he expected him to go up and get that or not, Kate. Well, if that was the only spot he felt like he could deliver it safely, this guy's got the goods to bring those types of throws in, but not this time.
Now Daniels on fourth down. Short pass brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is first and goal. Krosky Merritt. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. That'll be second down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60, Cup 19, Cup 19, go!
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Caught out wide. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
For Washington.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. They'll go play action. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right, getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Back to the air following that pick 6. Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offensive line fast. Second and manageable. He's throwing. Warren's got it. Complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Back to pass on first and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. They are throwing it again. The right side, caught by Smith. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third down from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Vikings. 6 Buffalo 18. Warriors 17. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So they're left facing 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
To number 85, David Njoku. Lou Headley in punt formation.
Punt meets him at the 28. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our 1st quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw here. Locates Adonai Mitchell. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. A 28-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're throwing it. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Let's go. Ready, right?
They'll throw it here on 1st. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
19 right.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Buys time, rolling right. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
From the gun on third down. That one nabbed by Warren. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Go street. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now Daniels off the play action. Hits his running back. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Has him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. Come 19. Come 19. Come on. Come on. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check out.
Frosty Merritt on the draw. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body. And these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
18, Pioneer.
Daniels now on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. Seven Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the red zone now. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 21, Eagles 14.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
Gay to kick off for Washington.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go. Set.
Setting up to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's good.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This one's going to hit the ground to incomplete. Looking for his running back there. He's going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing again on second. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Here we go.
A gain of 14.
Throwing it again here. Trying for the touchdown. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got two in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and long. They're going to throw. On the move, headed right. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
First down, a run with Barkley. Into a solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be second down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Barkley again here on second. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game at 21.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, this is ETN. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panthers 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Wilson.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down.
21-yard line.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Steady.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here's the final play of our first half.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go, shot. Bronco, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
One final shot before the half. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Starting on the grounds here, Kronsky Merritt. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, Dragon 60. 70 Lions.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 37-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. A gain of 22 yards.
Here's a throw.
Philadelphia.
Left side into the hands of Boyd. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On the ready.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Get it.
Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
60 Bobcat.
Again to throw on 2nd. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete and will bring up 3rd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know It's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
16 yards.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Caught out wide. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, this is ETN. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Come on, come on. Set.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line.
First down.
An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun, a run for Prosky Merritt. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Tap the 60. Hey, check that. Street.
This one's set up for Daniels. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing else to be found outside of that. So third down coming up.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Buffalo 18. Let's go.
Daniels throwing on third. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders cut it to 1 late in the third. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders tie us up 28-all.
To kick off for Washington.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th.
Ready?
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Get it. Liking 18.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Right up the gut. Oh no, the ball is loose. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the football. They're retaining possession. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
Past the 60. Past the 60. 70.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that 2nd one far bigger than his 1st when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the 2nd half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through.
Eagles 35, Commanders 28.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
19 tight. 2.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throwing the out route complete. He's got room to roam. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Rolling on 1st down. Daniels finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Buffalo 18. 60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60.
The Eagles 15-yard line.
Throwing now. Daniels. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
He'll throw it. It's caught left side by Harris. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
These little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Cowboy 80.
Desperation time here on 4th. Chased out to his right. What a clutch play late. He intercepts it. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. receptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Here's another carry for Barkley. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. First and 10 from the 32.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Completed left side to Smith. And they take him down right along the 30. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the second down.
Ready.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Here we go. Viking 18.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Washington calls it second timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that is the jet touch and end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper.
Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Eagles 41, Commanders 28.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Has this at the 6. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Third down from the gun. Puts everything he has under this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles close, make it a 3-score game in the fourth. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
Let's go now.
Will set up for the
70,
two-point conversion.
Let's go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead.
Commanders 28. Jake Elliott to kick off for
Elliott's all
Philadelphia.
set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On the jump.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Get it.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down give to Krosky Merritt. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Headed. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest.
Let's go. Ready.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year.